So the weather says it's supposed to be sunny in the mid-50s with a bit of a breeze, but it feels like it's a hurricane outside without rain. And it doesn't feel like the 50s, it feels like the 30s, where it's just poor and cold. But there's at least one thing that's modern about the whole entire weather situation. The traffic sucks like always. I start waking up around 5:30 to 6 normally, but I've been trying to wake up around 4 so I can start doing more work and all that stuff. But I've never been able to do it until like today. I was like, finally I was able to wake up at 4, and I started working on different projects. And I actually got this drawing done, what I'm showing you right now, which is the Gundam. And on top of that, I also got a full breakfast, unlike normal, where I just eat a granola bar and call it a day. I actually had corned beef, hash, and eggs. So, back to this Gundam guy that looks kind of scary. He got a kind of skull face. My boyfriend wanted me to start drawing some sort of... My boyfriend wanted me to draw a couple of pictures. You may have seen them on the Instagram as well. There was one of a realistic person and there was one with a diamond. He asked me for those two as well. But he asked me for this Gundam, and it kind of reminded me a lot of the anime I used to watch when I was in middle school and high school, Robotech. Now, you may be thinking this is not Robotech material. No, it is not, but I think Robotech's a lot better. I think I will be doing some fan art from that, because it's pretty cool, and I think the whole entire robot ships slash jets slash robots transformer things was pretty cool. And the fact that they put it into like a perspective that can actually be used towards like the futuristic knowledge realistically without having like trashy just everything. You know what I mean? Like lasers and crap like that doesn't make sense. Like this actually does use common knowledge. Robotech was like one of those first old classic animes I got to watch. And I never really got to watch an old classic anime other than Dragon Ball Z when I was forced to by everybody else because that was the only anime they watched. But this was like the legit old classic anime that not a lot of people knew about. And I think this was my first one, maybe my second one that I've ever watched. I think next to that was .hack / infection / hashtag schling schlang schlong sign, and it was a bunch of those .hack series. I love those as well. Those are my favorites. I really think that women who are very picky with their men would totally enjoy this series because of the aliens. I'm sorry, you don't understand? They're over 6 feet tall, way above that, maybe even I think they were 4 or 5 stories tall. Not 100% since I haven't seen it in a bit, but I'm pretty sure they're about 3 or 4 stories tall. Either way, I know they are giants. And I kind of like how it explored the idea of a ginormous Gundam and how it was basically a whole entire city inside of a ship. And this whole entire ship can be transformed into a robot. And it was just insanity. I didn't even think about that when I was a kid, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool! So, it was probably my favorite anime at the time, alongside .hack, because .hack was also interesting as well. That's for a whole nother video, because .hack is still my absolute favorite. Robotech kind of lost its touch when I started watching other classics. It just felt a little bit less touchy than other things, because it didn't have that same feeling as other ones do, but still, Robotech still does hold a spot in my heart, though. And I feel like afterwards, it kind of did drag on after, I think, the 2nd or 3rd season, and it did keep me watching, but I have to, like, say, there's a point in time where a series has to end. And for Robotech, I was kind of glad it did end there. So, maybe I'll do some Robotech fan art. I will definitely be doing some .hack fan art later on. That'd be great. So, if there's anything else... Yeah, I have a couple more drawings coming up, and I'll be doing more commentary and everything like that. I think this was pretty good. I need my coffee!